In the theater of life, greatness appears in many disguises. Some people seem to arrive upon the stage already shining, as if destiny itself crowned them at birth. Others claw their way toward greatness with sweat, sacrifice, and endless perseverance. And still others find themselves suddenly thrown into moments they never sought. And in that moment, history places greatness upon their shoulders, whether they welcome it or not. Shakespeare captured this entire spectrum in one of his most quoted lines from Twelfth Night. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. It is more than just a witty phrase. It is a map of human destiny and the many paths that lead a soul into the realm of greatness. Consider those born great. These are the sons and daughters of kings, the heirs of power, the fortunate souls born into privilege, wealth, and influence. They open their eyes and find the world already bent toward them. Their voices carry authority before they even earn it. For them, greatness is inherited, like blood or name. But Shakespeare's brilliance lies in suggesting that such greatness is fragile, for it is not chosen but given. To be born great does not always mean to live greatly. Many who inherit crowns squander them. Many who inherit power fall beneath its weight. Birth can offer greatness, but it cannot guarantee that the soul will rise to match it. True greatness requires more than a name. It demands character. Then there are those who achieve greatness. These are the dreamers, the fighters, the ones who rise from nothing and build a life that echoes. They are not handed thrones. They carve them from stone with their own hands. History is filled with such figures: the poor child who became a writer remembered for centuries, the unknown soldier who became a legend, the orphan who grew into a leader shaping nations. Their greatness is earned, and because it is earned, it cannot be easily stolen. They live as proof that fortune does not have the final word, that birth may set the stage but will not dictate the play. For every palace-born prince, there is a pauper who climbs to heights no one imagined. But the most fascinating are those who have greatness thrust upon them. These are not the seekers of power, not the heirs of privilege, not the hungry dreamers chasing glory. They are ordinary souls who, in extraordinary moments, are pushed by history into roles larger than themselves. The villager who shelters the persecuted, the mother who leads her people through famine, the worker who speaks a truth that shakes an empire. They never sought greatness, yet greatness found them. It was thrust upon them in the moment of trial, and by accepting the weight of responsibility, they became timeless. Their greatness is perhaps the purest, for it was never desired but embraced when it mattered most. This trinity of greatness shows the complexity of human destiny. It reminds us that greatness is not a single path but many. And yet, it also whispers a warning. Being born great is no guarantee. Achieving greatness demands endurance, and having greatness thrust upon you requires courage to bear it. Each path has its dangers, its temptations, its trials. The heir may become lazy. The striver may become proud. The reluctant hero may resist the call. Greatness is never safe, even when it is certain. Philosophically, Shakespeare's line speaks to the eternal tension between fate and free will. To be born great is fate. To achieve greatness is free will. To have it thrust upon you is the unpredictable hand of life itself. It suggests that life is not governed by a single force but by a weave of destiny, choice, and circumstance. You cannot control where you are born, but you can control how you live. You cannot predict when history will demand something of you, but you can choose whether to answer or hide. Greatness in all its forms is as much a question of character as it is of circumstance. Look around the modern world and you will see the same story unfolding. The children of the powerful still inherit wealth and fame. Some use it to make a difference, others waste it in vanity. Entrepreneurs, artists, leaders, and thinkers still rise from obscurity to global influence, proving that human will remains one of the strongest forces in the universe. And ordinary people still find themselves, in moments of crisis, carrying burdens they never asked for but bearing them with dignity that inspires generations. One could even say that greatness is not reserved for kings or heroes. In truth, every human life contains the potential for one of these paths. Some are born into families that expect them to carry a legacy. Some must fight every day to carve their place in the world. Some will live quietly until the hour comes when history calls, and in that call they will either shrink or rise. Shakespeare reminds us that greatness is not an abstract idea for the few. It is a living possibility that touches everyone, though in different ways. But the question that lingers is this: what is true greatness? Is it crowns and wealth, or is it the impact of a life on others? Is it ruling kingdoms, or is it raising children with love and wisdom? Is it commanding armies, or is it standing firm in truth when the world is silent? Shakespeare does not answer, for he leaves the audience to wrestle with the meaning. Perhaps true greatness is not in being born with power, nor merely in achieving status, nor even in having responsibility thrust upon you. Perhaps true greatness lies in how you handle what life gives you, whether that be privilege, struggle, or chance. There is something profoundly liberating in this line. It tells us that greatness is not locked away in the heavens, given only to the chosen. It can be inherited, yes, but it can also be created, and it can also be stumbled upon. Life is full of doors, and greatness may open in ways we never imagined. But what matters most is not whether the door appears, but whether we have the courage to step through. In the end, the words echo as both truth and challenge. Some are born great, some achieve greatness. Some have greatness thrust upon them. But all must decide what they will do with it. To squander it is to betray life itself. To embrace it is to honor the mysterious gift of existence. And whether we inherit, earn, or are suddenly burdened with greatness, we are all given the chance to rise. Greatness is not about how it arrives. It is about whether we choose to live it.